Hello and welcome to another edition of TTF Reads. Today we read an article called What Do Students Want and What Really Motivates Them? It's written by Richard Strong, Harvey F. Silver and Amy Robinson. It is taken from a book called Readings in Education by Ryan and Cooper. My colleague Kritika and I will be reading parts of this article which at the very beginning lays down a model for student engagement to answer the question that the title poses, which is what do students want and what really motivates them?
So here goes. We began a research project by asking both teachers and students two simple questions. What kind of work do you find totally engaging? And what kind of work do you hate to do? Almost immediately, we noticed distinct patterns in their responses. Engaging work, respondents said, was work that stimulated their curiosity, permitted them to express their creativity, and fostered positive relationships with others. It was also work at which they were good. As for activities they hated, both teachers and students cited work that was repetitive, that required little or no thought, and that was forced on them by others. So from this it is evident that engagement lies at the core of understanding student motivation. Let us take a little peek into the factors that foster student engagement.
The article continues. As the responses to our questions show, people who are engaged in their work are driven by four essential goals, each of which satisfies a particular human need. Success, which satisfies the need for mastery, curiosity, which satisfies the need for understanding, originality, which satisfies the need for self-expression, relationships, which satisfies the need for involvement with others. These four goals form the acronym for our model of student engagement, which is SCORE. Under the right classroom conditions and at the right level for each student, they can build the motivation that is essential for a complete and productive life. So as mentioned in the beginning, these four goals, success, curiosity, originality, and relationships, seem to be the recipe for student engagement and motivation. As we move ahead, we will be reading about each of these four goals and will try to deconstruct what insights these provide for classroom practice.
The article continues. The SCORE model poses four important questions that teachers must ask themselves in order to score the level of engagement in their classrooms. The first question: under what conditions are students most likely to feel that they can be successful? Let's see what the authors have to say about this. Students want and need work that enables them to demonstrate and improve their sense of themselves as competent and successful human beings. This is the drive toward mastery. Before we can use success to motivate our students to produce high quality work, we must meet three conditions. Number one, we must clearly articulate the criteria for success and provide clear, immediate, and constructive feedback. Number two, we must show students that the skills they need to be successful are within their grasp by clearly and systematically modeling these skills. And number three, we must help them see success as a valuable aspect of their personalities.
Kritika, what do you think are some ways in which this can be achieved, specifically in a classroom scenario?
So the authors actually talk about it in the article. They say teachers must also make sure the definition of success is clear to everyone. In this way, students will know when they have done a good job and they will know how to improve their work. To achieve this clarity, we can present examples of work that illustrate high, average, and low levels of achievement. Such exemplars can significantly motivate students as well as increase their understanding of their own ability to achieve.
Now that we've spoken about success, we can move to the second question that teachers must ask themselves. When are students most likely to become curious? The article continues. Students want and need work that stimulates their curiosity and awakens their desire for deep understanding. People are naturally curious about a variety of things. How can we ensure that our curriculum arouses intense curiosity? By making sure it features two defining characteristics. One, the information about a topic is fragmentary or contradictory, and two, the topic relates to students' personal lives. It is precisely the lack of organization of a body of information that compels us to understand it further. As for topics that relate to students' lives, the connection here cannot be superficial. It must involve an issue or idea that is both manageable and unresolved. We must ask, with what issues are adolescents wrestling? How can we connect them to our curriculum? So Kritika, what do you think would be 2 to 3 takeaways for you from what we've just read?
The article says that student engagement lies at the core of student motivation. When it comes to success, students need to clearly understand the criteria for success and receive constructive feedback on their work so that they know how to improve it. I also like the point on curiosity. Curiosity can be piqued by ensuring that information is a little fragmented and by relating topics to students' personal lives.
Okay, so today we explored the S and the O of the SCORE model. In our next edition, we shall look at the other aspects of the SCORE model. Until then, stay tuned and keep working towards enhancing the score in your classrooms, pun intended.